My name is Aida. I'm your host. I'm really excited to be with you again. Today, we're diving into a hot and controversial topic. This topic is nickel mining in Raja Ampat. As we all know, Raja Ampat is world famous as a paradise for marine tourism, with one of the richest marine biodiversities on Earth. But behind its natural beauty, there are also vast nickel reserves. The big question is, can the economical potential of nickel outweigh the ecological rise? To discuss this, I'm not alone. With me are two special guests. First, Risma as a quest one, who will speak from the pro-mining perspective. Welcome, Risma.
Hello, thank you for having me. I am glad to be part of this important discussion.
And second, we have quest two, who is raising concern about the environmental impact. Welcome, Sophie.
Hi, thanks for inviting me. I think conversation like this are crucial for the public to really understand what's at stake.
Let's begin. Risma, many people call nickel the new coal for Indonesia. Why is mining in Raja Ampat seen as economically important?
Nickel is essential for electric vehicle batteries and global demand is booming. For Raja Ampat is a resulted in investment, explore revenue, new jobs, and better infrastructure, roads, school, even healthcare. This could significantly raise local income.
So you're saying nickel is just about export, but about transforming local life, bringing better service and opportunities to communities that may have been left behind. Safi, what's your view?
I see your point, but we have to ask at what cost. Mining a small island like Ka or Kawe costs sedimentation that varies. The step you mentioned might actually reflect the sense of existing ones.
That's an important contrast. Your specific that what looks like new opportunity or actually dismantle livelihoods that are already sustainable. Risma, what do you respond?
But that by regulation and technology matter. With collaborative environmental impact can be minimized, the multiplier effect and of mining could benefit local communities in ways tourists alone cannot.
So, for you, the issue is whether mining should exist, but how responsibly it can be done. Safi, do you think that's realistic?
Respects well. The track record show otherwise, even with regulation, a kite wet drain and sediments lakes developed at Sulawesi and Maluku. Why risks repeating the some disaster in Raja Ampat, which is even more frightening.
Which raises a tough question. Rules can exist, but can they really be enforced consistently in a place this vulnerable? Now, in the part 2, we can deep and rebuttals. So the dilemma is clear. Short-term gains versus long-term risk. Risma, how do you respond to the argument that tourism is safer and more sustainable than mining?
Tourism is important, yes, but I can be the only pillar. Nickel offers diversification, meaning revenue can actually support tourism if used wisely. For example, funding better airport or marine conservation programs.
Tourists don't have to complete. They can even complement one another if revenues and reinvested properly. Safi, what's your counterpoint?
But tourists don't poison the account. If mining damages, no amount of outpaying upgrades will meet the cost towards one tom. You can diverse the economy in many ways, fish horse, renewable energy, eco-tourism without destroying the first asset Raja Ampat is formed for.
So you're saying that our growth is equal, there are ways to diversity without compromising the ecosystem. Risma, what would you say to that?
I don't deliberate would say no to mining means leaving valuable resources untaped. Why should local remain poor while global companies grow rich using nickel from elsewhere? Raja Ampat deserves to benefit too.
That's right. The issue of fairness and whether remains in mining list local communities excluded from global opportunities. Safi, do you think those opportunities actually reach the people?
Locals don't benefit if their assets are destroyed. Nickel was often cost to investors, not investment through property comes from protecting their environment, not string it for profit that's at one last.
So the next question becomes who do leaders and who bears the cost? And we in segment 3, government's role. In June 2025, President Prabowo informed for mining permits in Raja Ampat. Risma, how do you see this move?
To me, it's true the government is serious. Companies that break rules while bad consequence. Would this just mean mining should stop? Just that it should be done responsibly under stricter oversight.
So you view this as proof that regulation can work, that good mining practices will still continue. Safi, do you agree?
And to me, its profit mining is to raise hard if our permits were already revoked in men's violation are hard to avoid. That's extra why Raja Ampat should be cut off limits to mining.
Yeah, interesting. So the same event can be interpreted either as a sign the system works or a sign the system can cope with the risk. Risma, your response?
Or it means the system is working. Bad actors are punished, good ones can continue. But I invite ecosystem like Raja Ampat, even one mistake can be catastrophic. That's not a local story.
Which underlines a key challenge here. The margin for error is incredibly small. We in segment 4, future vision. Looking forward, what shall be the priority for Raja Ampat's future?
Balanced development, nickel should complement tourism, not replace it. With proper planning, food can cookies and support local prosperity.
So your vision is consistent. Building a balanced economy that draws strength from both industries. Safi, how do you see it?
I strike score Raja Ampat through what is its nature, strengthen the sustainable tourism, expand conservation, research jobs, and build out of have unscum for generation without destroying the ecosystem.
Yeah, that's very different vision. Placing natural capital on the center of long-term prosperity. Risma, would you like to respond?
But if we ignore nickel, others will exploit it elsewhere, and Raja Ampat might miss out on global opportunities. Or Raja Ampat can lead by example, showing the world that protecting biodiversity is more focused than sculpturing extraction.
That's a powerful vision. Raja Ampat as a global role model for conversation-based prophecy. What a passionate debate. Today we've heard two strong perspectives. Nickel as a path to economic growth and nature as a irreplaceable treasure. From this discussion, one thing is clear. The future of Raja Ampat depends on the choice we make now whether top priorities we provide of safeguard one of Earth's largest pristine ecosystem. Thank you both for this lively exchange, and thank you listener for tuning in. Until next time, This has been Voice of Nusantara. Thank you Risma and Safi as a guest star in the talk with us smiling in Raja Ampat.
Yes, you're welcome.
See you.